Hey, what's good, guys? Super awesome to have you guys back on the channel. Welcome back. This is Tramayne, your Forex Chasers mentor, and in today's video, guys, we're gonna be talking about traders' journeys, but we're gonna highlight and kind of contrast two different journeys. So we're gonna talk about the wrong journey, or well, there is no right and wrong in trading ultimately, but we're gonna talk about the wrong journey, or the journey that definitely won't lead you to consistent profitability. And then we're gonna talk about the journey that will lead you to that consistent profitability. Now we're gonna get started off, guys, with our wrong journey. Now there are 5 phases in each journey, both the wrong journey and the right journey as well. Now let's talk about the wrong journey. So phase 1 that someone goes through. So we're not talking about learning and all that. So phase 1, guys, once someone presses buy and sell, phase 1 is that part where someone says, let me buy or let me sell something. Now this phase 1, now think about this, guys. This is phase 1 for someone that's doing the wrong journey, where they just start off and they're already jumping straight into trading and they already want to make millions. They're dreaming about the Lamborghini and the big house and the whatever, all those nice good stuff. But anyway, they buy a stock. Beginner's luck would have it that maybe sometimes, more often than not, these people are correct, but then obviously you guys do know that sometimes it just doesn't go to plan, and occasionally you get your fingers burnt. Nonetheless, phase 2 would be the phase where after someone tries, maybe beginner's luck was on their side, but eventually you guys know that without a proper methodology, it's very difficult to profit from the markets. So phase 2 is the phase where this person, or where the individual going through the journey, feels like this doesn't work. But this feeling of this doesn't work is not convincing yet, because at the back of your mind, you still have hope. And you as a trader feel like there's something that you are missing. Now you guys enter phase 3. Phase 3 is the phase where a trader feels or thinks that there is some secret knowledge that someone has out there that they just don't have. And so phase 3 of a trader's journey, of the wrong trading journey, is basically when a trader is looking for things, finding out who's doing what, wanting to trade this system, wanting to trade that system, basically just looking for the holy grail, which doesn't exist. And anyone that is profitable in the markets knows that that journey is a very long journey, because every time you find something new, you're a total beginner. You're starting from afresh with this new concept that you've been learning. As much as you've been training for 5 years, you're learning a brand new concept every time you jump to the next one. So obviously your phase 3 is that part of the journey where the trader thinks that something is secretive and they need an extra tip. Now phase 4 of the journey is when this trader begins to realize the truth about trading. So phase 4 of this journey is when the trader realizes that you just can't pull money out of the markets. You just can't download money from the markets. There's an actual skill that is required of you if you want to be, or if you assume you can be profitable from the markets. There's a specific skill set that is required for you to actually generate money from the markets. So this phase 4 is that part of the journey where the trader just feels like they're not doing it. And at this point, if that trader does deposit into a live account again, that deposit is just, they're just doing it because I guess they're trading based off hope or whatever the case is. But at this point, the trader has lost it all. Now, the final phase of this wrong trading journey, or of the wrong journey that we want to highlight, is now finally when the trader realizes that, you know what, I don't want to do this. Maybe this is not for me. And they finally quit. Now, I'm sure this type of a journey does sound kind of familiar to a few of you guys that have basically been through the journey of, first of all, number 1, buying the stock, realizing that, okay, maybe I need something else because what just buying and selling doesn't work. That's part 2. Phase 3, obviously entering the phase of you feeling like you need to look around and see what's there, what's good, what can make you money in this whole neighborhood and all of that stuff. And then obviously phase 4, you realizing that even still, after you were looking for the holy grail and you thought you found the holy grail, and the holy grail is still not making you money. And obviously phase 5 is where you finally call it quits and you actually give up. Now that we've discussed that wrong journey, let's talk about the actual journey. A journey that a lot of traders first start off obviously by taking the wrong journey, but eventually this journey is I guess so common to all of the successful traders that I know. Basically, they've been through this journey, maybe not in the exact same form, but myself, I followed through on this journey. Mamba has followed through on this journey. Lisiva has followed through on this journey. And as well as some of the traders that we have here in the Forex Chasers offices have followed through on this journey. Now let's start off with phase one, guys. So phase one is, first of all, deciding what kind of a trader that you want to be. That's phase one. Remember, in the wrong journey, someone just went straight in and they bought and they just sold. Now in the right journey basically involves you getting comfortable and personalizing this trading process. Personalizing the trading process. So obviously your phase one would then be you finding out what kind of a trader are you, because that really does make the difference. If you have a temperament that obviously can't handle big risks, or a temperament of no patience, then obviously your trading needs to reflect that personality type of you, that personality trait. So finding yourself first is that first step of the journey. Before even going into trading, you need to understand the individual that you are entrusting to trade and to make those decisions and to make you that money. So finding out yourself, finding a place for yourself. What kind of a trader are you? It literally starts right there. Now the phase two of this journey is you finally picking a trading strategy. So after you found yourself, now you're finding something that accommodates and something that works within your personality type. The traits that you have, the things that you automatically do. Now you are finding a strategy or a system or a process. You are creating one or finding one that actually matches the way that you are trading, because you want to bake this cake and make sure that this cake makes you money. The ingredients are all the same, but the way that you mix and match those ingredients, the amount of time that you take to bake this cake, is solely and completely your own. So phase two of the right journey is obviously now finding that strategy. Now phase three of the journey, once you've found yourself, once you've found a strategy, now you need to find the tools. So now you need to find out what tools are you going to use to make your processes efficient. Are you going to be using things? So you basically are defining what you're doing. You're defining the concepts, because even the concept, like something like support and resistance, guys. Support and resistance is a tool that you can use to understand the moves of the market or the price action itself. And so at this point, phase three, you want to understand and define all the tools that you're going to use. Whether it's tools, for example, like the platforms that you're using, the brokers that are connecting you to the Forex market, or tools as basic as Trendline is a tool, Fibonacci is a tool, moving averages are tools. Point being is that now we are defining every single part, every single element. Phase four of this journey, guys, is now us expanding our knowledge, because we do know that theory sometimes in the market can let us down. Like we find this picture perfect head and shoulder structure, but this picture perfect head and shoulder structure changes into something else that we've never seen before. So obviously the markets don't always give us those types of setups the way we expect them, and the market delivers these things in its own way. And so what we need to do is phase four of this journey is now expanding our knowledge. What does this mean? This means moving from theoretical knowledge to now allowing the market to give you experiential knowledge. So you spending time within the market, refining your processes, learning your tools, doing all of that, and now, first of all, you're gonna backtest, obviously, and as well as forward test. So when you're trading live market data, you're obviously forward testing as well. And this process of forward testing is giving you and allowing you to have that experiential knowledge. It's allowing you to involve yourself in the moves of the market. So now you're getting that experiential knowledge. You are expanding your knowledge, making sure that you are able to refine the current processes that you have in place. Now, phase five of this journey is the phase that every trader basically wants to be in. The reason why you started trading is because of phase five. Now, phase five is now you beginning to trade for a living. Now, what I mean by trade for a living is not leave your 9 to 5 job so that you can trade solely. But what I mean by trading for a living is being able to live from your trading. If trading can feed you, if trading can put petrol in your car, if trading can allow you to take an opportunity and to do something that you weren't able to do solely relying on your 9 to 5, that's exactly what I'm meaning, guys. living from trading. Now, to recap these 5 phases of the right trading journey, guys, is first of all finding yourself, deciding what kind of a trader are you. Phase 2 is then picking a strategy that matches the type of personality trait that you have. Now, phase 3 is now defining the tools that you are going to be using, obviously with the strategy that you have learned. Now, phase 4 of the journey is now expanding your knowledge, opening yourself up to that experiential knowledge. Yes, you are still relying on the theoretical knowledge, but you are now expanding yourself and opening yourself to that experiential knowledge, because that is what will define you, mold you, shape you as a trader, and help you make this process your own. Now, the 5th stage is obviously now you trading for a living. And if you go back, guys, and contrast these 2 things, you will find that in the first trader's journey, the wrong journey, you'll find out that trader doesn't even take time to find out what kind of a trader are you, what's your personality type. That kind of a trader doesn't even pick a strategy first before they start trading. They already go into the market without having a defined plan. What are you guys doing? Obviously, you can also see that in the first journey, this trader has not defined any of the tools that they are using. They're just using things, they're just trading, they haven't defined anything, they don't understand exactly what they're using, the terms of their thing. Also, a big difference between the first phase and of the first journey and the second journey is that in the second journey, this trader is now opening themselves up to experiential knowledge, meaning that they are learning from the market and not from their theoretical material, wherever they're finding their theoretical material. Now they are learning from the market, and you can only learn from the market once you know what you are doing. And obviously, we can't even say that last point, because in the 5th phase, you're not going to trade for a living if you're on the first phase of your journey. Everything is just foundationally wrong about that journey from the get-go. And so if you guys are within the first, or are in that first journey, in that wrong journey that we've highlighted, then now you guys have the knowledge and you guys know what are the right steps to be taking in your journey. Which are the right steps for you to follow through so that you can see and realize your phase 5, trading for a living. How do you get to that point? You need to go through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 to get to that phase 5. And we've discussed that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. We have reached the end of this YouTube video. If you guys were waiting for that, we have reached the end of this YouTube video. So otherwise, guys, if you have enjoyed this YouTube video, definitely drop a like. Let me know that you have enjoyed, obviously, me spending my time creating this video, and as well as the content itself. Let me know that it did make you a better trader. Small, guys. We move in small increments. We're not looking to make those big jumps to just being consistently profitable in one day. We want to make those small incremental jumps. So if this video did help you guys, drop a like on this video. And otherwise, thanks so much for watching until the end, guys. This is your FX Chasers mentor, Tramayne. Definitely subscribe before you leave. I will see you guys in the future videos, guys. Have a good day. Cheers.